Hey, what is up YouTube? Alexander here, High Winds EDC. Got another review for you. Today we are talking about the beautiful Demko AD20s, and the S is for slim, baby. All right, so let's talk about the knife from, once again, top to bottom. We start with the clip point blade shape. Sorry, in a very beautiful stone wash finish. This is really nice. I think we need more stone wash finishes like this in some knives. It's got a thumb stud deployment. It's got some jimping along the top. It is in a D2 blade steel, a really good D2 at that. It is obviously a shark locking mechanism, which is a very strong lock, very durable. Green G10, not G10, green grivory. Let me tell you something, this is crazy good grivory. You can hardly even tell. When I first got it in hand, when I unboxed it for you guys, it felt like G10 because the slab that they use is so freaking thick. As you can see, there's no milling inside. It's just a thick slab of grivory. I don't know if you guys have ever handled the bug out grivory and how it flexes in the middle. You will not have that problem with this. Look, I am putting a lot of force in here. I'd have to put it in a clamp in order to make it give the way the bug out does, or even the Demko AD20.5, the grivory that comes with that. This one is very thin, very cheaply made, manufactured to just be I guess cheap, you know, in Taiwan, Taichung. So yeah, this is obviously a micarta scale provided by Carbidized in brown. But yeah, anyways, that's gonna sit over to the side here. This knife is an absolute workhorse of a knife. I've taken it down, and this is a very fun knife to take down as long as you don't lose the spring that helps to set the shark lock. All right, now it's a very good blade. Every now and then you get a little bit of lock stick, but it's just how you open it, how you close it. If you're just being kind of careless with it, yeah, you're gonna need a little bit of lock stick, but it's really good. I really like this. It feels like the slide on a pistol. The shark lock, I'm a huge advocate for it. Because of the shark lock, I pretty much got rid of all of my axis locks except for my Benchmade Vector, which was a gift, so I'm obviously not going to get rid of that. Anyways, yeah, shark lock all the way. I am a shark lock fangirl. You know, you got some standoffs here on the back, 3 standoffs that do make it a pain in the butt to take down because you got to line them up whenever you're putting it back together, and like I said, that can be a pain in the butt. And then you have this ugly clip, but super functional. I absolutely love this clip. It's the same clip that they use on the 20.5, so they're interchangeable. The dimensions are actually, so if you buy a deep pocket carry clip for this knife, it'll fit on this knife. Just FYI. Ugly spoon clip for sure, but here's the selling point on this clip. It's not using T6 screws. What? It's using T8, and we like that. If you like Spyderco clips and you hate this clip, really, what are you doing? Like, where is your can you not smell the irony? Where is your consistency? There we go. So yeah, I don't care for deep pocket clips. I've said that multiple times. This is perfect for work. This is perfect for work for whenever I'm wearing my blue jeans. My uniform has these nasty heavy blue jeans. My work uniform has nasty heavy blue jeans, and this is perfect because that is the amount of knife that I need to grab onto to securely pull my knife out of my pocket. So anyways, it's really good. The thickness of the blade is really something to be marveled at because it's roughly the same, if not the exact same blade stock as the AD20.5, which is really awesome. And this, like I mentioned before, this D2 is really something to be proud of, Demko friends. It's a really good really good heat treated D2. Sharpening it did take me a little while, even on the work sharp, but I laid it down to a 20-degree edge. You can see it's kind of foggy now, but if you look at it now, there's no real light bouncing off of the edge. I'm trying to get some good shots of it for you guys, but yeah, no chips. It doesn't roll as easy. Really good steel, really decent edge retention. It's not the best in the world, but this knife is good. We like it, and it's really dense in your hand, even with this grivory. Honestly, guys, I can't tell you enough how much this stuff actually feels like G10. It's really good. You do have this ramp area right here, so that way the texturing on the grivory doesn't rip up your jeans pocket, which is really just, you know, that's the attention to detail people are looking for. The Demko AD20 is a really great platform for customizations. We've already seen micarta manufacturers make some for the AD20.5, which is awesome. OG Goat Scales are making titanium for this one, and they just recently released aluminum models for the AD20s, which is just, come on guys, you can't argue against that. The ergonomics on this knife are fantastic in my small hands. As you can see, with the 20.5, it's a full-size knife, and I still have room hanging off of the butt. Look at how much more extra room I have. This knife is not gonna come out of your hand. It's just really solid and built in. I love it, absolutely love it. It's really fun to fidget with, obviously. And then let's talk about something that I mentioned before in my 20.5 review, and that is this choil right here. This is really nice, really good for bearing down on the knife. The jimping is not too aggressive. The stonewash that they put on the face of the blade really knocks down any sharpness that you're gonna feel on this jimping. It still does hurt if you're gonna be prying in, or not prying into, but if you're gonna be wedging into some wood, you're gonna be using this for like a camp knife or something like that, it's gonna hurt a little bit. I would recommend wearing gloves. The shark lock does not get in the way. Even when I was using it, even with small hands, that little space between my thumb and the grivory is just right above the shark lock, even with my small hands. And even if I'm bearing down on something, I'm barely even touching it. It's not even gonna be enough pressure to make a blister. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's not enough pressure there. All around, this is an amazing knife. I love it. Let's talk about, let's say, the heirloom factor. I don't think this knife has tremendous amounts of heirloom factor until you start switching out the scales and really making it your own. Maybe even throwing some Cerakote on the blade would be cool. But this is just, you know, there's an argument to be made that the shark lock is just kind of somewhat gimmicky. Somewhat gimmicky, but I don't see it. It's definitely just like oh look, my knife is drop shutty. Oh, it's on bearings. Oh, look at me. Nah. It's a good knife. It'll last you for a lifetime. And especially, like I said, once you throw on some OG goat scales and the aluminum, it's gonna be fantastic to really, it's gonna add a lot of weight, that's for sure. This knife is very heavy. But the centering is kind of right where you want it to be, right behind the pivot where your index finger is going to go. So we stand it, we love it. It is no secret that I am a Demko fanboy. The 20.5 is great, perfect. I can't wait till they start releasing this in S30V, S35V. And if he threw 3V on this, that'd be perfect. This D2 is even better. I like it a lot. That being said, this one is going to be finding its way to a new home. I think I have a buyer already for this one because I myself, I'm trying to get to something new. But yeah, this is kind of the name of the game. But yeah, really good efficiency. I've taken this one down. It's super easy. Just be careful that spring doesn't come flying out as soon as you open it up, all right? What else can be said about this one? Durability is pretty good. Let's talk about the secondary market factor. I think now the market is becoming oversaturated with Demkos. especially in this variation, in this variant. You got it in D2 now, or a different type of D2. And so, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and say that the market has become a little bit oversaturated. At first, these would fly out of stock in dealers, but now you can go to Knife Center, a couple other knife places, and you can get the orange and black grivory, some DLC blades and stuff like that in the 80-20.5. So the Shark Lock is officially available, and the market has been reached for the Shark Lock. But now you start getting into like his customs or his partial customs, his collaborations with Taiwan, his new slims that he recently released with, and I am talking about John Demko and Andrew Demko for that matter. But they released the LMAX versions of the Slim, which is really cool. Blade Show's right around the corner as this video is being recorded, and he recently released a new model on Instagram, which is super exciting. I really want to get my hands on one of those, but it's called that Demko AD20s. It's a brand new model. It's got the Shark Lock. It's the same size as far as length from tip to hilt as this 80-20.5, but it's got a magnet cut blade. It's got a awesome choil. I believe it's hollow ground up until about this area. It's just a stellar looking knife, and it's in fat carbon scales. Deep pocket carry clip that's reversible to both sides. He calls it an integral pocket clip, which looked really sick. So Demko's really doing it, man, and I really hope that maybe one of these days I can get into one of those 80-22 models, because honestly, I would sell every Demko that I have just to get one of those 80-22 models. I would sell most of my collection that's not a gift. Anything that's not a gift I would sell just to get one of those 22s. But anyways, guys, this is a really good knife. The D2 is really good. Don't let D2 deter you. That being said, that this knife cost me $300 pretty much flat. That's including taxes and shipping and everything. I think it sold for $275 online. Then you had to pay for shipping and taxes, and it came up to pretty much like $301 and some change. So if you chop it down to $300 for D2, you're not going to find any satisfaction with this knife. But if you look at it like, man, this is a knife that is being backed by supplemental secondary parts makers. It's really good for modifications and stuff like that. This is a great platform to send off to your favorite knife modder. Maybe do a harpoon grind, maybe throw a hole in there. It's just a great platform, and I think that's what I kind of said about this knife. It's a great platform for customization, depending on who your favorite knife modder is, and who you're searching for, and who you're reaching out to for aftermarket scales and that good stuff. So anyways, guys, it is a wonderful, warm, humid evening on the 26th of May 26th, 2022. This is the Demko 80-20.5. Let's do a size comparison to the Spyderco Spooey. It's the only knife that I have right now. I mentioned that nothing's really a fair comparison to this Demko 80-20s, because this is just a hoss of a knife. It's the largest knife I own. It's larger than my fixed blade, my Boker 80, my Boker, I can't even remember the model name, AK1, there it is, my Boker AK1. I will also say that this knife has 0 detent. So check this out. On both of these knives, look, no pressure. This is where my hands and fingers are. If you just, it's just like an Axis lock, a Benchmade or your Able lock, Hogue people. There's 0 detent. Sorry, there was a car passing. There is 0 detent in this thing. 0 detent in this one as well. So it comes flying out, as you can see. It's really good. So multiple methods of deployment. We stand that. We like it. It's awesome. Cool beans, guys. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in. This is an absolute hoss of a knife. Andrew Demko 80-20s D2 green grivory. I love this knife. I recommend it, but like I said, I'm chasing something else at this current juncture. So, you know, that's part of the knife game, y'all. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'll be talking to y'all soon. Bye-bye.